Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's see, dude.
These two concerns, and we're just really happy to be able to
Sorry about
bring
everything,
them
guys,
in as early
man.
as 1.1.1.
Busting my
Yeah.
butt trying to
Oh, and I
figure
should
it out.
mention
I'm
that
so sorry. I apologize,
along with
man.
the stash tab, we're making a small change to elixir stack size. We're going to bring that up to 99. So that'll help a little
That's
bit.
fantastic.
Awesome. Obviously, like with new starts to seasons, and if we do have these types of changes that occur within the patch that may change, whether it's the meta or the balance of specific things, there's been questions related to respecs.
Yeah, I saw that.
How that has
One more
been
stop
pretty
time.
expensive on
Oh,
people's,
respecs.
their own personal economies with gold and so forth. I know we have respec changes that are also coming with the game itself. You guys probably know more specifics on the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, this really goes back. Joe was talking about our commitment to choice earlier, and it also, but I think it also goes back to, you know, when we say in the mission statement we want to have a wide variety of viable builds. Great, but if you can't switch between those builds, then it still feels punishing, right? So we're going to bring respec costs down by about 40%, quite a bit.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Holy
it should help
shit.
out with people that want to switch over to a different build and so forth, or they do
40% is good, man.
To another build, they get the option of actually.
That's a
being
good
able to do
change.
so, or have an easier option of being able to do so.
And that'll be in 1.1.1.
And that'll be in 1.1.1 as well.
Oh,
so,
nice. That's like what,
and then
next
I know,
week?
lastly, like one big thing is, you know,
When's 1.1.1 coming
as
out?
players
Does
kind
anyone
of
know?
progress through the game, and the leveling curve kind of goes through, especially like post like 70 or so. We've been looking at you know, the player journey and how they've been getting up to 100. I know there's some changes that you guys are looking at in terms of like experience and so forth from that end.
Yeah, I mean, the short version is we want to make leveling from 50 to 100 faster by adjusting XP. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I realized when I
thoughts
was, realizing when I was talking earlier about the changes we made. Obviously, we also made the change to XP gain when fighting creatures above your level, and I failed to mention this discussing it.
Yeah.
So the original intent for that was we found players basically sitting at like fighting creatures like 3 levels above them and never felt like they were really challenging themselves beyond that. We wanted to stretch that out a bit further, but that went from, you know, a 25% bonus to a 15% bonus. And we knew that density changes were coming online, so we thought about this a little bit. But you know, I read a lot of feedback, like afterwards in particular, that just made it sound like people thought that we were just trying to make the game take longer, which wasn't actually the goal. But realized that the 25% to 15% change did constitute a nerf. As a result of that, it's the thing that we're thinking about as well.
We are not trying to slow down the game.
No, and to that point, like we have a vision for how long we want the game to take for players. We realize that it's taking a little bit longer than that, than what our vision was originally for a lot of folks that are leveling up, particularly when they get to certain parts of the game, like, you know, when they're World Tiers 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So we are looking to like really to readjust the XP rates for those areas, because we aren't looking to like have you hit this absolute brick wall when you hit like level 70 or something, right? Like there's not like these moments where you're going to feel like you just can't, or 75. Like, you know, we don't want you to have this feeling that you just can't make meaningful progress, that we're just artificially holding you back. That's never been the vision or the goal, right? It ended up working out that it wasn't, the players weren't as earning XP at the rate that we had originally expected is what it really came down to. So these are, like, we are making changes in this regard to kind of bring this down a bit. Yeah.
And I mean, you've seen, certainly we did things like increase the XP bonus for Nightmare Dungeons a while back quite substantially.
Yeah, and Whisper Completion, Helltide chests. Yeah.
Now, notwithstanding that, there are changes to XP related to addressing, you know, the power leveling case, because we don't have like group up, have fun with your friends, like power leveling each other. The only case that we think is not very fun is the case where one person is standing at the entrance to the dungeon and the other person is having all the fun killing monsters.
Yeah.
And so, when we look at the balance of the XP changes in 1.1.0, we think that additional changes need to be made to make the game faster, especially between 50 and 100.
Yeah, we want
Exactly
level
what you
1
said.
to 100 to feel like an achievement, but not like a job.
Yeah.
Right. So like we want to make some adjustments to make sure that it feels fun, very achievable, obviously within the season timeline. But yeah, so we are going to make some adjustments. We're talking about more probably next week in terms of with more specificity.
Yeah, soon, very soon.
Yep. So again, we'll be back on stream next Friday to talk about all the details of the changes, including the barb and like sorcerer changes that Joe had mentioned, along with other changes that we are preparing right now for the patch itself. That patch itself is supposed to be hitting in the next couple weeks. Obviously, if we're doing the stream on Friday, it means it's coming pretty darn soon for after that stream. So, but we did want to make sure that we got in front of players to actually talk to them about everything, and we plan on doing that going forward. If we ever have one of these larger patches that actually make some pretty significant changes within the game, we'll either get in front of you guys via stream, or we'll end up posting about them earlier so that you guys get a better idea of what's to come for those. I know that we do want to take some questions, a bunch of questions.
We're going to take some questions from the Blizzard developers.
I know one big question that has always kind of come up.
Question's going to be something like, what were your guys' vision on the cosmetics that you put in the store recently? Do you think it's worth the money?
Out leaderboards and so forth within, and the expectation of when those might be coming in. I know that ideally we're aiming for Season 3 for the leaderboards in itself. I don't know if you guys have any like additional information or like additional insight onto those from your end.
Yeah, so one thing that's really important to us for leaderboards in Diablo 4 is that we don't think that like tying this directly to Nightmare Dungeons or content type exactly like that is going to make a lot of sense.
When will
the variety
leaderboards
that
be
you see in the
added?
system.
We already know this
we wanna
information.
we want to make a content type that kind of partners directly with leaderboards so that you can be judged in kind of like this kind of more even playing field when you're going through that experience. But that is content that we are actively in development on and are excited to try to get ready for Season 3. So we're going to be making, I'm sorry, the short answer to this is, so we excited about competitive features.
For
we are making
real.
a specific content type
Ink,
that's
for sure.
that you're judging yourself against, and we're looking for Season 3 for that.
Season 3. See, everything's coming in Season 3.
Stupid Walrus is Uber Uniques. What's the future? They mathematically don't exist, so I don't think it's a good waste of resources of them anymore.
Sorry, I was really distracted by the walrus.
Okay.
Can you read the question again?
Uber Uniques.
Oh, right.
What's the future? They mathematically don't exist, so I don't think it's good to waste resources on them in the future.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's a good question. So, Uber Uniques
are a joke.
They are a huge spike of power, and we're receiving feedback, and we understand the feedback on some of them. But they represent a huge spike of power, and as such, are not expected to be part of builds necessarily. One of our goals underlying is we don't want players to feel that one of these are mandatory that you must find in an effort to bring your build online. From the ground up, we kind of made the decision to say it is okay if we want players to find these, but we don't want them to expect to find these. Which is a difficult place to balance in terms of drop rates when you're thinking about these. Now, right now, I believe that they are exceedingly rare, and we do want them to feel very, very rare.
That's a great question,
as
Josh.
we start moving into future seasons, we do want to find more ways for players, or more opportunities for players to get chances at these. And I imagine we'll be able to talk about that soon. But I would suggest that like the current drop rates are probably not going to be the drop rates forever. We'll probably make those a little bit more common, a little more likely to be found as time goes on.
A big topic that I'm seeing just pop up in chat and so forth. A lot of comments about crowd control and if there's any plans or ways.
Just said we don't expect you to find them. Don't expect to find them.
Yeah.
What?
As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I think we both talked about it. We think that
Listen, Uber Uniques are a fantastic item to have. Just don't ever expect to have them, like, on your character. We think that would be bad for the game, and, maybe we'll think about bumping it by a little bit, like a little hair for you guys in the future, but I don't know, expect something like that in around Season 6.
When you have
Bro, what is going on?
high density of monsters on screen, and you have a lot of elites.
What the
The
fuck?
crowd control, the tools that you have for crowd control are not, need to be better, basically. And some of that is going to be adjustments to things that feel unfair, and some of that is going to be tool adjustments in terms of your tools. I think that we'll be able to, this is something that we'll be able to speak more to in terms of specifics and how we're going to address
Talk to me,
that,
damn
but
it, not Adam.
We agree it's a problem in the future. Yeah.
Question from Urka. Hi, I'm so bad. IK Rekote. I tried. I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. When will loadouts be added?
Season 4. Season 3 or 4,
Yeah, it's
watch.
a feature that the UI team is very excited about.
Watch.
Something we've talked about a bit internally. We don't have a timeline.
They don't even
for
have
the
a
idea of
timeline.
loadouts, just yet, but it is something that we're continuing to actively talk about. When we have more information to share in terms of like when something like this could potentially be added to Diablo 4,
They're
I'm sure
just
that we'll
talking about it. Oh my god.
Barago,
That means they haven't even started.
Zero says,
Fuck.
what is the time frame on 111? It doesn't seem very clear. Is it before the middle of the season? How long do I need to wait for Sorcerer and Barbs to have their changes and be playable? It is much sooner than mid-season. As I said, it's only like a couple weeks away, and by a couple weeks I mean like very, very soon. Like if we're doing a stream on Friday, I would expect it within a couple days after the stream.
We have to provide some. If we say anything too specific today, production will choke us out. So we have to be very careful about the language we use. But yes, very soon.
So it's gonna be
only because with patches
2
themselves,
weeks,
of
man.
course,
That's it.
There
Like,
are
just 2
we're
weeks.
on a
Just
lot of different
fucking say
platforms
it.
and everything, and of course those go through certification. If a certification gets pushed back or whatnot, then we obviously need to readjust schedules. So it's hard for us to actually put a specific time.
a year to get
Until
AI
that
to fix it.
But very, very soon.
Half the Sorka note's called Sorka
Bolt
Wizard.
B79, are there any plans for some changes for experience between, say, level 75 to 100? This is actually something that we just commented on, but the journey feels a bit
gonna
dull.
take
There are
2
several
weeks.
events, but only nightmare dungeons to provide challenge. World bosses, Helltides, and Whispers are.
He said 2
a
days
good
after
idea,
next
but just
Friday.
too easy.
He said don't give a certain date and looked
there's,
right at
so we
Adam,
talked about,
pissed
so I guess
off.
there's two real parts to this.
It's gonna be 2.5-ish weeks,
Are we
3
making
weeks.
changes to the XP progression for players
Oh,
while they're
boy.
moving through, like World Tier 4 in this case? And the answer is yes. We are going to be looking at making changes to that, and we'll talk about more about that soon. And then,
Wait,
secondly,
what did he
is
say?
yes, XP progression for players while they're moving through, like World Tier 4 in this case. And the answer
He just said, okay, listen up, guys. This is very important. He said they've noticed that there are some issues progressing through World Tier 4, pretty much like 75 to 100 or 50 to 100. In terms of XP boosts.
is yes. We are going to be looking at making changes to that, and we'll talk about more about that soon.
We're looking to
and
make
then,
changes
secondly,
and talk about it soon, okay?
Do we feel that there are the right number of like milestones for players to engage with? Enough
Fuck
enough
no.
goals to kind of like consume while you're also just leveling up, and enough
Fuck
content to
no.
kind of
No.
do as you're leveling up. In
Don't
these,
lie
in
to
these
me.
role tiers, and I think that the answer is no. That we know that there's more things that we need to add to the game, particularly for World Tier 4.
Half-baked. Holy
But really,
shit.
just once you get into World Tier 3 and 4, just like find more opportunities and more content and new things for players to do as they're leveling up through those spaces. And we do have plans for those things, and we do have thoughts on stuff we want to add in Season 2 in particular, and some things we're looking to continue to talk about moving forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, we recognize that there's more we would like to add to that journey to kind of create more variety and more moments of challenge as well while you're progressing. And not just at 100, but all along the way.
Podoc24 says, what are your plans to adjust loot drops? This I'm going to add on to his question after I read it. It feels very frustrating to grind for days without ever seeing anything close to an upgrade or finding the right aspect. Even worse, when you finally do it and it's a terrible roll. Slightly, I'm also going to modify that and mention target farming, which has also been a topic within the community. I'm not sure if you guys want to have any plans and so forth for that.
So I think there's a couple parts of this as well, right? There's the idea of I grind for a long time to get an item, and the item is not an upgrade. And particularly when you're in world tiers 3 and 4, where you start dealing with sacred items and ancestral items, where you're kind of dealing with this larger bucket of eye power range. This can certainly tend to be true, unless you're looking for specific kinds of affixes. You're looking for particular kinds of roles, right? So there's a couple things. One, we know we want to try to reduce the difficulty of like kind of comparing and looking at a number of different items all at
No,
once.
please,
Trying to
no
get
more
a better sense of
buckets.
that. These are things the UI team is very passionate about.
Please.
Conversations are ongoing in terms of how we want to achieve that. Like things like loot filters, object, things like that. There's the idea of like how does the progression of itemization feel, particularly in World Tier 4, while you're leveling up there. And the systems team has ideas on things they would like to include. It's too early for us to say exactly, to like really like lay them all out just now. But there are ideas and things we want to do to kind of improve the feeling of progression through the ancestral tier, so that you feel like there's more thresholds and there's more opportunities to kind of get upgrades as you go. And then lastly, there's this idea of target farming. So legendary aspects are a place I think that we can afford to do more. We know that players are looking for certain aspects. They're trying to find
for
certain
about
things.
a month.
They're trying to find particularly unique
Nymphona.
items. I think is often the case.
Was also
Right?
13.
They want their Tempest Roar, whatever it is they're looking for. They're looking for that thing. We do have plans in season 2 right now to have more content you can try to target farm in order to find certain unique items. And I think there's a natural extension of that to figure out like what's the right way for players to be able to find an easier method of getting at some of the aspects they might be looking for as they're progressing through. So that is something that the rewards and systems teams will be thinking about and hopefully we'll talk about soon on stream.
Yeah, and I do want to note, like, I know we have an update here coming for 1.1.1, which we just talked about is in the next couple of weeks. There are going to be other patches before season 2 and so forth,
yes.
with additional changes and items that we just haven't noted, and I just want to clarify specifically on that. We do have more patches beyond 1.1.1 before season 2 to address a lot of feedback that we're receiving from players and a lot of opportunities for us to actually do so.
Yo, Adam Fletcher
Can
be
we
hitting
get some
fucking
sort
arm
of
day, dude.
matchmaking system to help with party?
Look at this dude's arms. Jesus Christ. This dude needs to fucking lay off the trend, dude. Bro, like, look at the difference. Like, I mean, I have small arms, don't get me wrong, but, like, this dude's arms are, like, here, bro. This dude's got Bajira arms. Holy shit.
Partying up with random people or group finders. I know we had talked about group finders before. I know this is something that the team has obviously received feedback about.
Adams in World Tier 5.
Like helping out with like the social systems and so forth within the game. It is being evaluated, I know, and the teams are looking at it. We just don't have an exact timeline of when those are actually coming in.
Holy shit, dude.
Are there going to be changes with arm? Oh, sorry, I forgot that. Andy for Man was the last question. Being Pot 10 says, are there going to be changes with armor regarding survivability? Hardcore is almost unplayable on Sorcerer. With one-shots from corpse bows and low innate, due to low innate armor.
Yeah, I think survivability, especially on Sorcerer, is something that
we're talking about.
Changes that Joe was talking about for.
Yeah, man, I love that. Listen, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but like this is something they keep saying over and over, and I'm not bashing them at all because there are a couple really good changes here, and there are some things coming that are really good. But you know what gets me the most mad is something we're talking about. I hate when that's the answer, when they say, like, you know, Sorcerer's armor and survivability is something we're talking about right now, and, you know, it's something that's in discussion. It's like, okay, but what does that even mean? Like, quit jerking me off. Like, give me an answer. Like, you're touching my willy. Like, I want, like, give me something solid to, like, you know, if resistances are looking to get fixed within 1.1, that could be out in 3 to 4 weeks. We're also testing out new defensive abilities maybe being added into the game that give you passive armor. So give me something. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that answer of just like, you know, that's something we're talking about.
That we'll be talking about in more
See?
detail next week.
It goes again.
Yeah,
like, we'll talk about it more next week.
One of the things we want to include.
Fuck.
We recognize that.
Yeah, we also identified there are a few outstanding monster types
Fuck me.
and abilities that are doing that are killing players a little more frequently than we expect, and like we're looking at like creatures that explode when they die, for example, claim an awful lot of lives.
Yeah, that's toxic.
Creatures that can chill. claim an awful lot of lives, right?
Or charging creatures, we've also learned.
And charging creatures, yeah.
I've seen a lot of reports about that, and I know, and you're about
which
to say
which I think
He's
have
a
been
hefty
nerfed like
205.
twice.
Well, there's a bug fix on the beast charge in particular, where beast charge could deal damage, even if you interrupted the charge or the beast died.
Oh, I see. So, well, that's a good bug fix. So, I mean, we're identifying some of these like really difficult affixes, really difficult Nightmare Dungeon affixes, or like really ones that claim lots, like a disproportionate amount of player lives as part of that. And we're looking at those all at once. It's Sorcerer survivability is absolutely an issue, and we're going to be talking about it more in the 1.1.1 conversation next week. But there's also this idea of like there's a lot of things out there that are just doing a lot of like what feels to the player in the moment pretty cheap, like unfair, like just I sort of just died, don't really see what happened. So we're looking at more of these situations and trying to figure out the right places to make adjustments. We don't want the game to be easy. We don't want you to be able to walk through every encounter, and we want the game to feel deadly at times. We want you to feel like you had an opportunity to kind of evade or deal with those situations.
In regards to someone, Zeus DNA says we'll be seeing the hotfix notes before the hotfix comes out today. Yeah, we'll get the notes up. The deployment hasn't started and is not starting until later this afternoon, but we'll get the notes up so that players can see it, and we'll be mentioning it so that players can actually read through them and so forth.
Right.
This is a pretty large hotfix in terms of like items that we're actually fixing and the Nightmare Dungeon stuff that we had just talked about.
Yep.
Templar Knights asks, question, can we change the codex in such a way that we can upgrade the values with
Good luck, Frank Lippert, dude. Love you, buddy.
Legendary items? This that we can upgrade the values with founded legendary items. This could reduce the demand to stash, avoid aspects laying around, easier adopting player tier battle stages, but we still want to find items and increase codex values.
Yeah, so we know that one of the key things that players are carrying in their stash right now are lots and lots of aspects. Yeah. And we're talking about ways to address that. That's an interesting suggestion.
That's a big one, Lincoln.
I think it's sort of going toward the same direction here, which is like,
Duo
how can we
Decillion.
address the case where your stash is completely full of aspects? Certainly having an extra stash tab will not hurt that problem, but I think there's more that we'd like to do in terms of the aspects.
Yeah, it's certainly something we've been discussing internally for a while. I think part of this is just how much fun is it to be able to extract an aspect from an item and be able to maintain that role? And then how much is that fun so fun that it's worth like some of the inventory pressure that comes about as a result of that? Yeah. That's a conversation we've had within the dev team. We're going to continue to talk about it, but we know that there's definitely a lot of improvements we can make to the Codex of Power, for example, to kind of like be embracing some of these other like affix extraction systems.
Question from DRJ16. Has the team considered how certain nerfs like weapon cooldown reduction are so much more impactful for certain classes than others?
Yes, the team is definitely aware that some of these changes disproportionately affect, like the vulnerable damage change disproportionately affecting like Cold Sorks. We're definitely aware that some of these changes disproportionately affect some classes and builds more than others. And this goes back to my earlier point about when we're going to be making changes like this moving forward, that we know we're going to have this have an overall effect of reducing certain effects down, or rather reducing certain like powers or affixes or whatever it is down to a place where we want people to use the baseline to kind of build from for other parts of the game. That when we do those things, it's going to affect these different players in different ways, and they're not going to enjoy that if we've ruined their build in order to try to weed the garden and get things into a better place. Like ultimately, we're going to be trying to do a lot more situations where if we're going to take a thing away, if we're going to update something where it's no longer going to be as valuable as part of your build, we want to provide a lot of other options as part of that. Yeah. Make sure we don't leave the build with a gaping like giant hole in it as a result of the change that we made. So this is going to, again, it's going to mean that moving forward when we're making like larger scale balance and tuning adjustments, we're going to do those a little more slowly as a result in order to make sure that we're embracing all of these.
I don't understand. Like, you already did that. Like, what? Dude, it's been less than a week and you're saying that you shouldn't do that, but you already did it. Like, you maybe moving forward we'll have to tone it down a bit, but it's already done. Like, there's especially, he made a great point, was Ice Sorcerer. Like, so much of their damage is relied off of vulnerability damage. And there's a lot of rogue builds that so much of their damage is relied off of vulnerability as well. Like, there's some classes out there that don't need so much vulnerability as others, but like there's some builds out there that are just gutted right now because of it, because vulnerability is straight up gutted to like 50% now.
Or like components to give a lot of options all at once when we make.
And there
change.
aren't any other
Yeah, it
build
goes
options
back
because you didn't buff anything else. You just shit on everything.
To the change
get
we
that.
had on the screen before, right? We're going to provide compelling alternatives when we make those kinds of changes.
That's a punchy way to say it.
Punchy way. Kennywa says, question, why did you guys increase the cast time on stuff like leaving dungeons? Feels like you're trying to slow down the game by making us waste time for something that...
Yeah, why did they do that?
We can look at that. We'll continue to evaluate that change. It's a fairly small difference. I know that in an ARPG, small amounts of time can be meaningful. We did add the reset dungeon button back in. It does require that you're outside the dungeon, and so there's kind of a loop there.
Loki5123 asks, are you going to add more than 6 or 7 items a season? Are there plans to add more?
If it's a fairly small change, then why'd we make it in the first place?
The feeling is they feel like they would want more.
Why'd we even do it
per season?
I don't get why this was a problem.
Yeah, we've always said that we wanted to take in the feedback from the players as we kind of got these seasons out the door.
What is
so
happening?
season 1, we add the 32 Malignant Hearts, which I think have been pretty cool. Some we're going to be looking at the balance, some of them to make, kind of like lift them up, make them a little more exciting in some places. But broadly, we're pretty happy. They generally are. And then we have our uniques and our legendary items that we added with the season as well. I think if there is, if we see that there's like a lot of interest in trying to get more of these, we can start trying to think about how we can inject a few more legendaries into the game with each season, or a couple more uniques potentially into the game with each season. But we want to continue to see like kind of what the feedback looks like. This is a good example of people asking for more. So yeah, good to know.
Separately from that, like, are you guys looking at potentially like reworking or redoing
thank you,
some
Deb.
things?
So that means patch 1.1.1 is kind of in that vein of trying to like get these things into a slightly better place. And we do want to go back over our existing legendary power library and identify the ones where
for
they
real.
can afford to be lifted up.
These
with
Shifu,
redesigns
that's what
and
they've done the
changes
whole
some
stream.
Parts of them work, so they've better fulfilled the stated purpose in terms of where they're supposed to sit in builds. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for that along the way as well. It's not going to be the only way we inject like new fun in the game isn't going to just be through the season mechanic, isn't just going to be through the addition of brand new legendaries uniques, but also going back over the existing legendary powers after we see players use them a little bit more, making adjustments accordingly.
Question from Panda Mousy and Mormra. Same question, actually. What's your plan for resistances?
We're
right
talking
now, they
about
feel like
it.
a wasted stat. Do we have any
We're talking
changes
about
to
it right now.
resistances that might be changing
Watch.
maybe sooner or later, or how's that going to work?
Resistances fall in one of those categories where if we need to make a change to the way that resistance damage is, or rather, the way that players use resistance to mitigate damage from certain sources. And it's going to be a far-reaching change when we actually go through and make this, which means that we want to be able to take the time with it and do it properly. It's going to be, right now we plan to put that into Season 2 as part of a larger rework. So you can look forward to more information as we get a little bit closer to Season 2.
Shadow Mun, sorry. Can campaign bosses be added to the pool of dungeon bosses that we encounter? I feel like campaign bosses are underutilized.
I think there could be more opportunities to fight some of those campaign bosses in the future.
We're talking about it.
I can't comment further on exactly how that will look, but I agree with that sentiment.
Sounds good. Okay.
Joe has often said this, so like we definitely want to make sure we find the right ways to bring act bosses in. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll talk about it.
This is actually a question. Party Cannon 30. Hi there, guys. Can you? Thanks for the information. My question is about crashes on PlayStation 5. Is that a known issue? We are aware of some issues on consoles, specifically Xbox, PlayStation.
Where are they getting these
maybe
chat
having
questions?
crash
Their
issues
stream
and
has no
whatnot from their
chat.
side. I do want to note, I know with 1.10, there was
Is Twitch up?
a bug fix towards a specific memory leak that the team was trying to identify and find, and they actually did find it, and it was addressed there. There's actually an additional
buy it.
fix in 1.1.1 because I've seen a lot of questions, whether on Reddit and so forth, about PC performance and so forth, and even on like just performance in general, that will be addressed there.
That's good.
And I know that the team, the engineers here, are still actively, troubleshooting and figuring out like specific situations that players might be running into. Of course, if you have like more information on those, please post in console bugs on our forums, and give as much information as possible, because a lot of those repro steps on our side are sometimes really difficult, and it helps our teams out, helps our QA teams out to be able to see if they can actually repro the same type of issues.
Thank
that players are
God.
having.
The amount of technical issues with this game is out of control.
Do you guys plan on introducing more ways? Oh, sorry, this is Mr. I don't want to butcher that.
Okay.
Do you guys plan on introducing more craft / modify gear? Currently, only gold has value, and only one stack can be rolled.
More ways to craft and modify gear.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we do want to add more options for players to kind of modify the items they're getting. What we have really in the preseason and now the season 1 stage is still very like a baseline experience in terms of item modification. We are looking at more opportunities in the future to allow players to do more with their items. So yeah, that is a plan for the future.
The Almighty Striker says, why does the Necrominions why do they take ability slots? It could be easily a different button. How many of Necrominion builds have beat Uber Lilith?
0.
Lots of questions about, is there, we already answered the drop rates.
How many minion builds beat Uber Lilith? I'm guessing 0, right?
Mostly is about Necromancer
Is that
minions
right?
and
Can anyone let me know?
slots. Also, I saw other questions related to companions, whether they're
0.
Druid companions with wolves or Necromancer minions. If there's any changes or plans for those
Tough.
to actually potentially get a little bit more tweaked up.
Holy shit, this campfire chat has been
One of the
ass.
things that,
Yo, let me get some
that
ones in the
sounded
chat if
dismissive.
this
Yeah,
campfire
we care
chat
about
has
a lot
been
of things.
boring
Keep
as shit.
I was just trying to get to another point, which is
Let me get some ones, dude.
there's some really cool stuff.
Ones in the
some
chat
of
if this has
Hearts
been boring. There's
that
been a couple good
affects us,
changes, but
in
holy
terms of,
shit.
like, kind of getting credit for additional abilities.
Yeah.
They just keep on saying we're going to talk
and,
about it in the
we do
future.
care a lot
We'll
about
talk about
the
it. We'll
number
talk
of,
about it. Been interesting.
the sort of like ratio of ability to
3.
number of slots that it takes up, and making that as optimal as possible.
Yeah,
Better
that's
than
right.
giving
we
us
want to make sure
nothing.
that
I hate
if
you.
you're going to play Necromancer
I hate
and
you.
you're going to summon skeletons, that you are going to be. That takes
Talk about
that's
it
the
in
weight
the
of your ability.
future, next time.
It's the same as having an active. You need to like playing with it. It's going to take a little bit of space in your bar. You don't get that in addition to a bunch of other things. If you don't want to have skeletons on your bar right now, the
Future's
idea
4
would
to
be
8
sacrifice
months.
a lot of those skills.
Well,
to give you-
this
to give you
game
that
is
extra space.
fucked.
And
Please,
in terms
God.
of
Just make
the,
it to
like, the
1-1-1.
viability of like minion builds at various parts of games,
Just
there
take
are
it
some
to
builds that will,
1-1-1,
like, get
man.
pretty deep into content, obviously, but I think there's still room for improvement in terms of like minion survivability and other conversations along those lines. That is something that's still happening. And then there was the other.
How is minion survivability in Nightmare Dungeons? Like, as you're pushing, like, all jokes aside, like, can any of the necromancers give me like a first-hand, like, sort of, oh, I've tried it and it's shit. I've tried it and it's not bad. I've tried it and it's this, and that. Can anyone like give me some insight? Because I don't know. I feel like they'd just get one-shot, because if my character with thousands of armor and defensives active and stuff like that, I feel like my minions would just get destroyed in like a couple hits. Does anyone have any like insight on that? Has anyone tried minion necromancer builds later on?
Yeah, kind of similar to necromancer.
They need to ask
minions, and people were
ChatGPT.
asking, like, can that ever be a viable thing?
Let's talk next time.
I think possibly we see players. Actually, there are a few players that run like literally all 3 companion skills and use that as part of the build that they'll go after for their druid.
I like doing that.
And I think that there's likely room here to do more with companion skills. Whether it rises to the full level of like a complete like spec, I think is going to be interesting. But I know that there's people on the team that are very excited about trying to explore more of this side of the druid over time. But we don't have as many. There aren't as many interconnecting points for the way that you interact with your companions right now, and the way that the skeleton army does for the necromancer, in terms of ways that you modify them and do more with them. So I think there's some groundwork we need to do to like provide a lot more options there, but something that the team's interested in. Yeah.
I'm going to do one last question here, which is, will there be better loot tables for like treasure goblins? Any alternate goblin
shit,
types,
please.
specifically for those.
Yeah, I think we loved how many, D3
Next time.
has like all kinds of
All kinds of goblins.
there's like 10 different kinds of goblins, or 14 maybe. It's been a little while since I looked at that data in the editor. But
Come on, Joe
we
Shelley,
think that
spit it
there's
out.
lots of room for there to be more fun goblin types in the future.
And in terms of the treasure goblins have a tendency to provide, we
Next time.
actually had a conversation with the lead systems designer last week, talking about this. We are gonna be making we are gonna be buffing like the legendary drop chance, for example, from items that will appear from treasure goblins. We do want them to be to feel a little bit more exciting when the moment they drop.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I
I
know
hope.
we talked about a lot today. I just want to recap some stuff that we had mentioned today. Obviously, we've been hearing a lot of feedback regarding the patch, and we're telling you guys now that we completely hear you loud and clear. We don't plan on doing patches like this ever again, where we're not going to be essentially removing the fun and the player power from players drastically like this.
Yeah.
And if we ever do that,
Me, Anthony.
for any type of class, like a build or whatnot, we'll make sure that there's always some really good alternatives for players to actually be able to try out a different build.
Yeah, but that doesn't help these classes right now. Like, Sorcerer got gutted, and like, they didn't bring up anything else. Like what? Like that doesn't help anything right now.
To kind of help out and give other
Doesn't
options
count if you
for
don't
players to
uninstall
actually kind of jump into. And
Oh,
we will
no.
ourselves do a better
What
job.
about giving
of,
that
course,
fun back? Yeah, dude, you just said it. We don't want to strip away the fun.
kind of, help out and give other options for play back up to kind of we will ourselves do a better job of course communicating back to the community. Again, what we're saying now is that we will be getting patch notes in front of the community way earlier in advance, whether through a campfire chat or through like a blog of some sort or any type of communication, so that you guys can get a better chance at looking at patch notes beforehand, seeing any type of changes that might be coming down beforehand, because I think communication was key here. I think you guys not seeing what we were planning on doing and us kind of giving that vision really affected a lot of the response from you guys. And I think if we just provided that over to everyone and gave a little bit more of a heads up, I
Bunch
think
of
it would
cowards.
have helped a whole lot there from that specific situation.
Well,
Yeah,
keeping in mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that's absolutely one part of it, and you were talking about it in a more full way, but I want to really make sure I hit on, like, one of the really great points of feedback that we've been seeing is like, why can you nerf things today and then buff things far in the future?
Yeah, what the
right?
fuck?
And so what we're saying is, not only is there a change to communication, but we're also going to pair changes like that together, so that we don't have exactly the situation that players have called out as unfair.
Yep. Most definitely.
What the fuck did he just say? The question was, bro, why can you nerf things so quickly within 24 hours, but why does it take so long to bring it back up? Why?
Definitely. And of course, with 111 coming really soon, we are committing to a...
What did he just say?
Change to communication, right? And so what we're saying is, not only is there a change to communication, but
Change to communication.
we're also going to pair changes like that together, so that we don't have exactly the situation that players have called out as unfair.
Yep, most definitely. And of course, with 111
Am I an
coming
idiot?
really soon, we are committing to another campfire chat next week, next Friday. Probably the same time, we'll confirm. More than likely it'll be 11 a.m. next Friday. We'll end up posting about the details over the next week, so that just as a reminder to the community. And there we'll actually go through all the changes that we just talked about here into greater detail.
What the fuck did he just say, man? What? Yo, someone clip that, dude. Someone clip him trying to explain. Please, someone clip for me. anyone in the chat, clip clip him trying to explain why the fuck it's what? What's
Joe,
going
I know, will end
on?
up providing greater detailed changes on like the Barbarian and Sorcerer.
What about ashes? They didn't mention anything about
adjustments
ashes.
that we're going to be making based off of community feedback, and then of course we'll.
Why is everything talking about next week? They've said we're talking about everything next week. Just talk about shit right now. So we had this talk to talk about having a talk next week. What? What is going on? Yo, Joe posture check Shelly,
also
dude.
be talking
Shit.
about just essentially everything in the patch notes.
What is
for
going
that.
on?
Patch 111 will be coming out in a couple weeks. With us having a stream next Friday, I anticipate it being very soon or shortly after
What is
the
happening?
stream specifically. So, and again, we do have a hotfix today. That we will be rolling out this afternoon. We'll be having notes related to that
Fingers?
hotfix.
Look at those hands. Does anyone else see these hands? Look, let me show you guys something. This is gonna be good. Hold on, give me a second. Look at the hands on this man. Joe Skitty Bop Bop. Joe Shelley's hands. Joe Shelley's hands now. And things are like fingered fucking nails. Let me drag this all the way up for you guys. Just so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let's get a real... Yo, can I fucking get a look on this guy's hands, please? Yo. Dude, I'll do it my fucking self. That's it. Time to get a good look at these hands. Look at that. Look at those fucking claws, dude. This is the problem with Diablo 4 right here. This has got to be the main issue of Diablo 4. Those hands, I don't care who you are, if you ever sit like this normally, you gotta get out, dude. These hands are the problem. This is why Barbarian and Sorcerer are the way they are. What the fuck is going on? Bro, them hands, dude. Those fucking hands. Dear God, help me. I need to be put in prison.
Here really soon, and there's a lot of changes in there, including the Nightmare Dungeon changes that we talked about today. So,
Dude,
again,
relax, Joe.
thank you guys for the feedback. We most
All right, I'm gonna be real.
definitely listen to communities that we were doing. So we really do appreciate itself, and we'll see you.
Okay. I need to go to the recap on Wowhead because this could become a little bit of an issue if we don't go over this really quick. Let's check this out. All right, really quick discussion. Really quick breakdown of the campfire chat, guys. For some of you are just tuning in or whatever. There are a couple good things in here, but honestly, a lot of it was just them. You know, putting a lot of the stuff off, saying, you know, later, next time, next chat, next this, next that. We'll see it in the future, in the ABCD, whatever. There's some good things here, though. I want to talk about the good things, and then we'll go over some of the problems that I have. Couple good things. Obviously, they're adding another stash tab. That's really cool. Is it going to be anything crazy? One additional stash tab? I'm not sure why they can't add 10. Just add 10. Why not? What's the problem with having too much space? I don't ever see that as a problem. Unless they're considering making it a quality of life sale in their shop. That's going to be interesting. Patch 1.1, by the way, is something that's going to be coming out in the next couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. They stated that Sorcerer and Barbarian buffs will be the primary focus of this patch. So Sorcerer and Barbarians are going to have a pretty tough time for the next 2.5 weeks. Elixir stack size, I don't know. I guess that was a problem. Respec cost decreased by 40%. That's really good. Obviously, respec has been an issue for a very long time for everyone trying to try out new builds. So respec coming into play is definitely something that's better. 50 to 100 experience is going to be a little bit easier. They didn't say anything substantial. They said that it was just going to be a little bit easier, nothing too crazy. Once again, this is going to release in the next couple of weeks. They also stated that updates going forward are not going to be like they just did recently with the whole, we're just going to nerf everything to the ground, give no explanation, I'll see you guys later sort of deal. They're going to be changing that. And they also stated that when making changes to increase build diversity, let some builds be overpowered until we have provided compelling alternatives. But they didn't do that in this patch. They just nerfed everything and didn't really give any compelling alternatives to buffing anything else. They literally just nerfed everything. That's just, I guess that's just where we're at in this situation. They're also saying how they want to do a campfire chat every single big patch too, which is good. That makes sense that all their explanations come into effect as well. Diablo 4 mission statement. This kind of made me chuckle a little bit. A wide variety of viable builds to discover. Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to show you and talk to you about pretty much what Diablo 4's base should be, man. Make the game more fun for players. New items and powers every season to keep the game fresh and increase build variety. Continually evolving endgame content while higher monster density for powerful builds to mow down. Yeah. Okay. Let's do all that. I'm not, let's just do it. I don't know what's happening. Vulnerability damage got gutted. And they said it's because it was overused in almost every endgame build. Tuning changes will continue to be made in order to make vulnerability damage more equal to other sources of damage. Well, as you guys know, vulnerability damage is a multiplier. Everything else isn't. You have vulnerability damage as a big multiplier, as well as your main stat and I think it's one more other thing. But that's the reason why it's so overused, because it amplifies your damage fucking tenfold. So now they just nerfed it into the dirt. They're not really giving any alternatives, because, like, what about classes like the Ice Sorcerer, where they use Ice Shards and vulnerability and, while someone's frozen, to really take advantage of that damage, and now that got gutted. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think instead of doing nerfing vulnerability, I think they needed to add more vulnerability to all classes. Like, give more availability to it. I don't know. Maybe an affix, maybe a legendary aspect, maybe things to apply vulnerability instead of just destroying vulnerability to reduce our damage tenfold. I don't know. I feel like that's a problem. Nightmare dungeons. They're considered too difficult when you're pushing. Nightmare dungeons will be rebalanced so that in the future, tier 100 dungeons will be more similar to the difficulty level of tier 70 nightmare dungeons now. I don't know. I mean, I think they're supposed to be really difficult, but not in the sense that, like, no matter if a fucking porcupine hits you or not, then you're automatically dead. I feel like it should have been in the sense that, like, more dense mob packs, more elites with more affixes on them. Maybe double up on the Nightmare Dungeon affixes, like, instead of just simply, like, literally turning up the knob on the mob damage and them just literally one-shotting you, add it to where it could be skill-based. You know what I mean? Like, maybe the mobs have more mechanics. Maybe the mobs, it's more dense packs. Maybe there's more elites that are spawned. Maybe at the end, there's fucking 2 bosses at once. I don't know. But something instead of the fact that where literally you just multiply their numbers by 100, 200, 300, 400%, to where you just get one-shotted. That is stupid gameplay design, in my opinion. It's dumb. I don't know. So after the... And 2 are now. The game was released in less than a month, and they managed to solve anything. They have to nerf everything and make it difficult. Diablo 2 is there for you today with that. Yeesh. Nerfs to player power. The developers have stated that there will not be a patch that nerfs classes this hard ever again. Okay, just revert it then. Cooldown reduction was changed because it was considered the most powerful stat in the game. Okay. There will be an endgame activity a new endgame activity in Season 2, which is going to be in October, which is, let's see, July. We're going 1 month, August 21st, 2 month, September. 3 months from now, in Season 2, there's going to be a new endgame activity added in Season 2. There will be more options to target farm. Resistances will be reworked. So in 3 months from now, we have that. And then once again, there'll be more updates after 1.1.1, which is going to come out in like 2.5, 3 weeks. Leaderboards are planned for Season 3, which is going to be sometime in fucking Africa, November 1, 2, 3, sometime in January, literally next year. Opportunities to refight campaign bosses in the future, potentially. Players will also have more opportunities to acquire Uber uniques in the future. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really sure what this campfire chat really did other than like the respec cost being decreased will patch. This was just like an announcement for patch 1.1.1, like respecs and a stash tab. Like that's the best things I got out of this. I do like the leveling 50 to 100 being easier. I'm just not sure what that entails. Like, what are the percentages of something like that? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. We're going to have to just see. I do agree that the cooldown reduction thing was kind of out of control because if you weren't stacking cooldown reduction everywhere you could get it, you're missing out on 30, 40, 50% cooldown reduction. Yeah, that's a big no-no if you're trying to play the meta and the best you possibly could play. So cooldown reduction, I guess, did have to get tuned up. Once again, man, I think Diablo 4 is going to be great in 6 to 9 to 12 months from now. Do I think Season 1 is an absolute home run hit in the park to where a lot of players are going to stick around for more than a month, 2 months, 3 months? I don't. I actually think the opposite. I think a lot of people are going to leave before patch 1.1.1. And I think people are bored already. I was getting a ton of people in the stream last night and even today that they were saying they're pretty bored already. I don't know. We're going to have to just see. I do really, really like the respec cost reduction. I like the additional stash tab. And even though there should be an additional 5 or 10, I don't really see the difference. I want to take a look. It's right here. It's Wowhead, buddy. Here it is. Intellectual Gamer, I got you, baby. Mob density. Oh, yeah, that's cool. The monster density will be increased in Nightmare Dungeons and during Hell Tides. We're going to have to see how much more dense it actually becomes. Overall, though, I think there's some really good changes here. But other than all this stuff, they pretty much just said future, 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 everything else. And then just justify everything that they've done. So we're going to have to just see, man. We're going to have to just see. I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. We will have to see. Hey, man, I subbed you yesterday. It's the J-Man. Yo, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love, buddy. Thank you. Really enjoyed the stream. Thank you, man. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Okay, that was the campfire chat, man. I'm gonna go back to leveling. I think that's... Yeah, I know what you mean, Mr. Ink. I don't understand why we can't add like 5 to 10. Like you're gonna add just one. I'm telling you, it's because they're trying to add it as a quality of life payment thing. Like that's what they're trying to do. Like I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. They're trying to fucking make it a sort of pay for quality of life feature. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. Telling you. There's no other way. There's no way. There's no way. There's a hotfix coming out today. Yeah, I mean, once we get the notes on it, someone send it over. Do you just drop it and then pick it up? No way. You're fucking with me. That's so... Yo, that's so fire. If you guys are on chapter 3 of the journey, You literally just keep dropping the tab and picking it up. Yo, that's crazy. That's so funny, dude. I love that. Okay, let's go here. Let's turn back on the sound. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. That's nuts. I didn't even know that. Dude, that's great. Okay, let's see. I did get a nightmare dungeon, but man, my character sucks, dude. My character is super weak. Hey, what if they created phases for world bosses so they don't die so quickly? Like world tier 1, 1 phase, tier 2, 2 phases, tier 3, 3 phases. That'd be cool as shit, dude. Like, what? With, like, real mechanics, too? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd be great, my opinion. Why does your character suck so much? My character does not suck. He looks awesome. Look at him. Looks like a killer. Killer. Guys, say hi to Star in the chat, dude. We got 200 people in the chat right now. Everyone say what's up to Star. Give some love to my lady, dude. Give some love, dude. Say what's up to Star, guys. You're all staying nerfed to the ground, but here's an extra inventory tab. Sheesh. Hey, man. Well, this is where we're at. I was pretty. Whoa. Let's get some huges in the chat for Star, dude. Huges in the chat for Star, dude. Absolutely insane. That's Sky's baby mama right there. That's Sky's baby mama. Anyways, let's rock and roll, dude. Let's get rid of just everything. All this is garbage. I'm not going to Zarbinzet, please. Don't take me there. To Kyovashad. Oh, what was that on the map? Huge. Let's go cats, though. Alright, so what level is everyone right now, dude? Are we back to the grind or what? Let's go. We're gonna go Night Elf music right now. Star, how you doing? Rick's in the chat, dude. Sheesh. Alright, let's salvage all this Giarbo. All garbage. Still on vacation. Oh, man. Just hit 36 a minute ago? Dang. 51 and a half. Fixune is pumping, dude. Let's see here. So if I want to do... Can I do this? Just go do it. You got questions, I got answers. Oh, shit, dude. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Star's so funny. Thought I gotta feature free spins on the slots with that huge animation. That's great. What am I fighting in here? It doesn't even matter. Yo, I can't see shit. It's so dark. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have my right build up. Hold on a second. Oh boy, I'm out of dash charges though. I think we'll manage. How was the response from Blizzard? Not good at all. I didn't like the response at all, buddy. self-exploding shit. Baby carrot? That's messed up, yo. I was waiting until after this campfire chat to determine if I'd play Seasons because they're nerfing my lightning sword. Can subscribers play with you? Yeah, I'm down to play with whoever, dude, honestly. I don't really care. I just need to level up right now to try to make some builds. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pump out some build guides for the community. So right now, I'm not so active on literally playing with a bunch of people. But that'll change soon. So much self-destruction shit. It's so annoying. It's very frustrating when it's like every 2 seconds is someone self-destructing. Very frustrating. And why am I getting a bunch of shields? Weird. Honestly, I need to clear this whole dungeon for more keys. It's a very frustrating key. These mobs are 5 levels higher than me, too. Can I get some decent gear, man? What is going on? Okay, not bad. It's not easy, I'll tell you that much. Shee, Paladin confirmed, shields dropping. Like, what is going on, dude? Oh, I got a sacred dagger. Nice. A sacred white dagger. Fantastic. Come on. Where are all the enemies? Where am I? What the freaking hell? I don't think I've ever ran this dungeon before. Oh no, not ghost mobs, dude. My character is very weak. Very weak. My character is very weak. Super weak. I got a level 40 drop that I can't use since I'm only level 36. Better get to grinding, I guess. That is ridiculous. Holy shit, man. Die, you bastard. Okay. Fuck me. This is bad, dude. A channeling shrine or an event with this affix is terrible to fight. I can't see anything that's going on. I can't see shit that's happening. How am I supposed to do anything? Come on, dude. It's ridiculous. And then they spawn me all the way back here. Shit. No, I'm not going to be able to complete it. Fantastic. I'm stuck. Oh my god. This is a toxic dungeon. They gotta get rid of this, like, self-exploding affix crap. Like, that's not good design. Guess you suck? I do not. Here's what you need to do if you're in World Tier 3 already. Only do Stronghold and reset, rinse and repeat. Does it work past level 50? Because I was doing, what do you call it? The Temple of Rot. Does that still work? Just the problem is my gear is so bad. Like, really bad. I need to go farm, you know what I need to farm is, my, Malignant Hearts, because, like, they're really bad right now. They are rolled low. Oh, I got a unique. What the fuck? Huge, dude. Condemnation, too. Dude, that's fire. What? Jeez. The streamer luck has returned, dude. The boy is back. Let's go. Streamer luck has arrived. It's about damn time. Let's freaking go, dude. And a 650 sword. Huge. Holy shit. Let's go. Condemnation, dude. My first unique on this character. That's huge. Yes, just keep summoning, dude. The more, the better. Holy shit. There's so many self-destruction things, I don't know what's happening. Dude, there's so much going on, like, I'm just running for my life the whole time. How many hours? I think like 10 and a half, 11. I know. Nice, we got a couple sigils, which is really good. Holy shit, I got 3 points. Oh, it's because... That's right. Okay. My gear is so bad, dude. Oh my god. It's just all so bad. Anyone else get any good loot yet, dude? Other than my condemnation, my gear is atrocious. Man. First nightmare dungeon, first freaking unique. That's what I'm talking about. Seemed a little scripted, though. Not gonna lie, seemed a little scripted. I've gotten 3 uniques on Necro and none are for my build. Holy shit, you've gotten 3 already? Dude, what? What is your luck? Last stand? Jesus. That shit hurts big time. I got 2 from the rewards at the end of Nightmare Dungeons. Damn. I'm just happy I got a condemnation. That's a good ass roll. Huh. Me. Yo, what is this dungeon, dude? Holy shit. It's so long. What is going on here? There is something over here that I haven't explored yet. I can't wait to level up a sorcerer, dude. And try out a incinerate build. I really want that to work. Where's all the enemies, dude? What is going on? Why are they summoning like 2 guys at once? Where are all the enemies? Yeah, now we're talking. Jesus. I can't. I'm feared into oblivion, dude. Holy. Dealing 0 fucking damage. Yo, that is a very annoying event. Shit, dude, I let him die. Not good. That's amazing mob density. That shit was trash, dude. That is so annoying, and they all keep running away from each other. God. That is frustrating. That's a pretty good crossbow. Even though mine's better. Just because of the stats. Oh, okay. I guess so. Interesting. Sounds like the live stream, they're all sat there like their feelings were crushed. Dude, no, it really did. Like, that live stream, I don't know, it felt like the morale was just not there today. I don't know, does anyone else feel the same way? Like, the morale of that live stream was just low. Another fucking unique? What is going on? I just got a word of a con. Hello? Jesus. What is happening? Is this shit bugged or something?
I can't carry anymore.
What level did I do the capstone? Like 42? Something like that? Something like that. I got a glyph. 2% increased poison damage. That's pretty cool. No, it's intended. That's weird, dude. I'm like getting too good of rewards right now. Very odd. Even though this rolled pretty shitty. Whatever. A roll's a roll. I mean, I could do a rapid fire build right now. I'm very confident I can. I might have to do it. You guys think I should go to a rapid fire build? Like a rapid fire rain of arrows build right now? Or should I stay trapper? Because I got condemnation too. So that's pretty nuts. Trash. 2 ranks to Cal trips. Might have to try out a rapid fire build, man. Like, I could definitely kill it. I just got 2 uniques for it. I got the Word of a Con. Condemnation could work well, too. $613 is way too low. God, 693. Holy shit, that is high. Damn. Damage to enemies affected by trap skills. I could reroll the basic skill damage. I'm gonna try to reroll that basic skill damage and see if we can't get anything. 695 is just way too high. That is insane. It rolled max trap skill damage. I'm gonna roll it. See if it can happen. Didn't realize you got your stream rolling again. Gonna watch the first part on like 1.5. Shit, okay, good luck, buddy. Good luck out there, champ. Dexterity's good. Whatever, it rolled like shit, but it's still good. I need to salvage all this crapola. Nothing but garbage. Basic skill damage is worthless here. Dexterity is fine. Dexterity is always good to have. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Interesting. Trying to level a rapid shot, but it's not easy on World Tier 2. Yeah, rapid fire, you just need a couple things. Rapid fire is not bad. It's pretty good, like, early on anyway. So, man. Shit, it has to roll blue, too. Trouble. Ultimate core critical strike. Crit, ultimate core. I mean, my ultimate should literally, like, wipe the screen clean of everything on my screen at this point. God, that rolled a 693, dude. Oh my god. That is an insane roll. 693 is massive roll. $686. Trash. God, it's such a chore going through your whole inventory like this, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It is a chore. Shit is too much, man. It's just too much. It really is. Just crashed in the middle of Helltide. Yikeroonies, man. Big yikes. I gotta upgrade this big time. I am out of silver ore again. Shit. Crit, core, ultimate crit.
More there than I thought.
Well, shit, dude. I don't think I have any gloves with rapid fire on them either. My gear is all over the place.
Well,
My gear is such a disaster right now. It's just not even funny. Number 1 is level 93 and a half. Holy shit. That dude needs to relax, man. Good grief. That dude is freaking cracked.
very well.
Need to go to my storage. 93 and a half. How do you even... Bro, you're nuts. I thought I was pretty ahead. Stash? Hello? Jesus Christ. Someone help me? I need that. Mr. Lugan on Twitch? That's nuts. I can't believe it. He's higher level than my highest level character in less than 24 hours. That dude is insane. Insane. He's absolutely insane. I need an orange ring. Such a pain in the ass. Like, this is just a huge, like, what is going on moment. Like, this shit is too much that's happening. Like, just too much, man. Like, all this, like... I don't know what to do with all these rings and jewelry now. Like... I mean, Codex of Power, what that is it's just, it's what you get at the end of the dungeon. So, like, let's say you complete this dungeon right here. It'll give you this legendary aspect, and then inside the Codex of Power, you can then use it to imprint on any new gear that you find. So I can take that legendary and put it on here, but it's rolled at the lowest point, so it's a very low roll. So it's not great, but it's usable. You know what I mean? This is why we need a loot filter. Yo, for real, this shit is ridiculous. I don't even know what to do with all this stuff. I really don't. Like, it's out of control, man. Out of control. Way too much going on. Way too much. I don't even know what's happening. Like, half the time. I really don't. It's out of control. Just salvage it all and get back out there and keep slaying demons. I guess so, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? How long have you been using your current codexes? Probably the whole time. I mean, late game, you don't really, like... I mean, you should theoretically get enough, like, legendary aspects to just not need any of them, but... seems to not be the case in this game. Are aspects late game better than codexes? Yeah, because... okay, if you see right here... like, you see it says 25% roll to 45%. You can see it in gray. And on blue, it rolled 35%. So if you use something from the codex, it's automatically the lowest roll, which is 25%. You understand? That's how that whole system works. Look at all this. I don't know what to do with all of this shit. It's ridiculous.
I'll keep my forge hot.
Can I please, for the love of God, just put rapid fire on my fucking weapon? I'm literally begging you. Please. For the love of God.
Magic is neither good nor evil. How may I help you?
Please. Thank God. It's gonna cost everything I have, but I can do it. Holy shit. Oh. Level 21 in an hour last night. Wearing starting gear, just waiting until I hit a wall. I can't do anything right now with this gear. I don't have money. I don't have anything. I'm like homeless. I need to go run nightmare dungeons so bad. Okay. I need to go to my skill tree and I need to literally just revert everything. I don't even have enough money to do that. Holy shit. Ridiculous. Energy is not a problem anymore. I wonder if precision would be better. Probably would be. Whatever. Gonna have to just see. Gonna have to test it out as we go. Sell everything. Sell your soul. What about for the love of Diablo? So codexes are not unique. You can also just found them effects on legendaries, right? So there's nothing to lose if you lose on... yeah, no, there's... You can find them out in the open world for sure. There's nothing you lose here, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a pretty cool system. Is it like anything insane? You know. I mean, if they had it for every single power, I think it'd be better, but like they don't. Which is annoying. Yeah, this shit hits pretty hard to me. Ow. I love how I'm just getting one-shotted. Oh, I don't have my rain of arrows. Interesting. So what do I do? Do I not use Word of Hakan? I haven't thought that through. Interesting. The stats shared and seasonal? No, it's not. It's not a stupid question. Get asked that like 10 times a day. Thanks for the explanations. This deserves a like. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Please, no more self-exploding mobs. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. No more self-exploding mobs. Please, God. Why not twisting blades anymore? Is it because you found a bit of rapid-fire aspect? Want to mix it up a little bit, and I found this bow that has 700 item power, which is really high for my level. And I also have this thing that it's called the Word of Hakan that I think I'm gonna switch to right now. Actually, that let's just say it's really good for your rain of arrows. So I think I'm actually going to do that now. Actually, I'll leave that. But ditch this, and I want the movement speed, I think. Actually, the damage to healthy and injured is good on this build. The one-shot potential. So when I shoot my rain of arrows, it should pretty much just clear the screen of everything. Like, everything on the screen should just die. Like, if I do this right now, which, pretty damn close. My character's defenses are so low. Like, insanely low. Why is my character so squishy? I'm not sure. I need to return this to the pedestal. Oh, fuck me. Don't forget to upgrade items before extracting it. It will increase its power. Is that true? What do you mean? Like, extracting what? The legendary aspect? That's interesting. Starting to deal some damage, but not anything to like write home about.
Need more time.
Thought they fixed that this last patch. I have no idea. I'm still asking about what the hell that even is.
Need more time.
Nice. Pretty cool. Rewards to claim. Nice. I mean, I'm hitting pretty hard. My single target damage is very high. Keep it going, keep it going. You guys are so fucked. Jesus, where'd he go? Brutal Malignant, what? I just looted a Malignant Invoker from that guy? That's interesting. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Cool. This is a long-ass dungeon, dude. Fairly sure, yeah, you were able to downgrade the damage of the... Oh, wow. I didn't even know that, dude. I'm gonna be honest. And for good to know, thanks guys. Kind of a bummer. I love that whole shadow decoy thing. It's so strong. Oh fuck, man. Holy. I really could use my rain of arrows right now. Not bad. Not bad. It's okay. Animus dungeons are underrated? I heard, by the way. I was looking up something yesterday on it. Heard they were pretty underrated. Bastard sword. I don't mean Animus dungeons like XP wise, just that I found them fun. Oh, I was actually reading up something that the XP is great in there. That's what I was reading up, but... Is there anything over here? An event or something? God, this dungeon has been terrible. Emerald, thank freaking Christ. I should be able to beat the shit out of this guy. Like, I should theoretically just, like, be able to just spam Oh, man. Not bad. Not bad at best. Not bad at best. We got a couple legendaries though. Hopefully it's trash. Flurry to damages enemy in a circle around you. Okay, so I also forgot I should not be running Trapper. I should be running Precision. That is very important. Oh no, I got Discord. Hold on. We have a Discord. Hold on. I forgot to my chat bot. I forgot to enable that. So sorry, buddy. Hold on. We have a Discord. Don't worry. I got you. 1 second, buddy. I guess I'll just, I don't know, spend my XP in that. Wonder if Pen Shot might be better too. I don't know. Don't think so. 2 ranks of dash, movement speed, fucking Jesus. That might work now. Discord. Hopefully that'll work. There it is. Now we're back in business. Max life. That's really good. I need to go run a couple malignant tunnels, to be honest. My shit ain't right. Those are good. Some guy just got a unique on a sorcerer, and there was literally no description on the unique. Oh man, sorcerers are pissed right now, dude. Sorcerers are so mad right now, it's crazy. You can run a double core like I do with Pen Shot, Trick Shot, and Rapid with repeating Lego. Shadow Beaver for Pen Shot and Cole for Rapid, you'll be fine. That's a very interesting combo. I need gold.
Would you like something appraised?
Shut your mouth, man. Alright, I need to run a Malignant Tunnel. What was the good one? There was one that was like really good. Was it this? Fuck it, let's just go. It says the Discord link has expired. I got you, buddy, right now. Let me take care of you. Invite. Here it is, dude. Sorry about that, buddy. Your phone don't got AIDS yet, buddy. No. It was my link for sure. Apologize for that. That's funny, though. Come on, horsey. Let's get a move on, buddy. Uh-oh, dude. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I wonder what time... Oh, it's 4:30? I'll probably survive until Lance gets home. I don't want to stop streaming or playing. Gotta push out content. Got a level, dude. I haven't gotten any levels in today. Like, I've gotten 0 levels in. It's ridiculous. Same, what's for lunch, bro? I don't know. I might even order something. I'm starved. All right, let's get it. 44, almost 45. Nice, baby. You're pushing it, dude. You're pushing it. Fuck. I can't dodge. Hello? I did not shoot at that. Oh, I was about to say. My damage is absolutely atrocious. I'm just gonna be real. Pretty good.
I'm not ready.
Holy shit, what was that? Whoa. Chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, bacon wrapped jalapenos, steak fry. Jesus! Dude, that sounds delicious. Damn, that's pretty good. Oh, but it's 90-second cooldown. What? A lot of people have left the stream, like 140, 60 people still stream, but chat is pretty silent. There's about 67 people still consistently talking, +1 with Sky. Hey, man, it is what it is. Like, you want to know why? It's because people are playing, you know? People are just playing, so, like, you know, it is what it is. Especially at the start of the new season. Our Rain of Arrows just destroyed those guys. Oh my god. Rain of Arrows just went to work there, dude. Give me that malignant deliciousness. That's a lot of damage. If I hit a three shot fucking rapid fire, crushes people. Another unique? What is going on? Another word of a con, dude? I mean, I got jebaited out of that one, but still another word of a con. 2 ranks to imbuements. It rolled way better than the one I have on. Tell you that much. Interesting. I just need my malignant thing with it, my heart or whatever.
Need more time.
Dude, these enemies are so spread out. It's such a pain in the ass. Like, can we, like, get the enemies here or what? Why is it taking... Oh my god, there's one enemy I have to kill all the way back there. I really hope that's not the case.
Need more time.
All the way back there, dude. Shit. Yo, why is this dungeon so long?
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, fuck me. Bro, what is that damage, dude? That is ridiculous. Like, the second he got charged up, I died instantly. And now they're spawning on my fucking head. Come on, like, ridiculous, dude. Come on. Get with the frickin' program here. That is cold, dude. I need to attack way faster. Like, this attack speed is an issue. For sure, Ski. Yeah, everyone's just chilling, blasting nightmare dungeons. Or just simply playing the game, you know what I mean? So, like, it's very understandable that, like, the viewers go up and down. Usually people love to watch while they're at work. Like, in the mornings. And then the viewers go down after that. But it's, I mean, it's okay. It's not a big deal. People love to watch and chill out during work. Can I please, for the love of God, get what I need? Terrible, man. I can't mark these as salvage. That's so annoying. Yeah, I don't mind the spawning on top of you. It just scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Need more time.
Okay. Dude, I keep on getting this terrible shit, dude. Like, come on. It's so annoying messing with the inventory for real. No, now it's just out of control. It's just gotten now the inventory has just gotten 10 times worse. Not even close to better, and it's just bad. Just bad, man. Everything got just worse. I don't know how they managed to do that. It's actually so crazy to me. Everything's just gotten worse. Gonna be honest. I really love this build. It's like, whatever. So how do you reset dungeon now? Didn't he say there's something where you could literally reset dungeon now? I thought that was a thing. Do I just walk in? Is that how that works, or? Nope, it's not how it works. Does anyone know how you reset dungeon? Do I have to log out, I guess? Open map. Fuck. In the quest log, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try logging out. It's tough, man. Getting everything you need to make a build, like, really good, it's just not easy, man. It's not easy, like... It's not easy, especially now with even all the new shit out. Like, it's just more grinding and more farming and more RNG and more slay all enemies and shit, like... Shouldn't need to log for it. You should be able to reset from the leave dungeon. I tried that, it just didn't work, I guess.
Need more time.
Bro, I just got one-shotted. Like, come on. It's so ridiculous. That whole one-shot shit is so stupid. Sweet spot of the thrill of farming / hunting. The gear you need. Currently, the hunt is discouraging in my opinion. Getting feel a day late and $1 short. I don't like the new grind system. I don't like it at all. Like more dungeons that I'm running. Like I don't know. It's just it feels like the same old shit, just even more. You know what I mean? More long stuff and then no one wants to do. That didn't work. Might be dead here.
I'm not ready yet. Need more time.
Holy shit, can I play the video game, please?
Need more time.
Okay. Look at all this shit on the ground. I don't even know what's happening. I need to attack way faster with my basic attacks. Like, that's what needs to happen. Can't carry anymore? Okay, great. I need to leave. I don't want to go to Ked Bardu. I want to go to fucking Kiel-Vashad. Please, just let me go to Kiel-Vashad. So much stuff in my bags. Trash, 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 trash. What else? I mean, trash. So much shit. More nonsense in my bags all the time now. It's just all the time nonsense. I don't know what to do with any of this shit. Like, I really don't. I don't know what to do with any of this stuff. Like, do I sell it? Do I salvage it? Do I keep it? I just... I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. Just being real. Not bullshitting around here. I just don't like it. And when I do like something, I can't even like it because it has a Devious slot on there that's shit. Like, Devious does nothing for me. And I can't even use this, and it's a good piece of gear. Oh my god, it's so exhausting. Cheat death? No, I didn't try the cheat death. I mean, even when you use it... I'm telling you, man, just start selling it all and not thinking so much about it. But, I mean, like... It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, just sell it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit, man? What does it matter? Does it even matter? Yeah, just sell it all. Fuck it. I just, you know... Just fucking sell everything. Who gives a shit? Can I just get some, like, meaningful gear, though? Like... Please, for the love of God? Can I get some meaningful gear? I'm begging you. Okay. Get the same old fucking rolled things constantly. Jesus. I I need these malignant hearts, and you know, can't really do anything without them. So, not really sure what to do about that. Very weird. Very weird what to do right now. I'm not really sure like what the best course of action is to do anything in this game right now. Like, do I focus on farming hearts? Do I like I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like they just... Can anyone else agree with me that I feel like they just complicated something that didn't need to be complicated? Like, I feel like they just... I don't know. Just not a fan. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not a fan. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. Just gonna be honest with you. I don't think there's a wrong answer on what to do. I know the Tree of Whispers rewards were buffs. You could farm that stuff and do dungeons in that area as you pass them. Right now, I'm just gonna see how Nightmare Dungeons feel, because, I don't know. Not sure what the best course of action is. Also wish I had some sort of barrage. I just need, you know what I need? I need gear. My gear is atrocious. I desperately need gear. Like, very, very badly. So, if I could get some gear, I think that would change my character a lot. So, I'm going to stick with Nightmare Dungeons for a couple levels and see if I can't get anything good. Farm Whispers, that doesn't work. Worth a shot? Yeah, I agree. Apparently Whispers got buffed significantly, so... Dude, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. There's so much teleporting and, like... way too much going on right now.